Hello and welcome back to Dune II on the Commodore Amiga. Eagle-eyed amongst you may recognize this is in fact level 2 all over again. Well, that's because I wanted to show you two things and, oh, I didn't last time round. So here we go. Well, actually there's even three things. The first thing I wanted to show you was, well, the victory speech by Cyril, which we skipped. The selection of a new territory, which I also skipped in my original version because I saved after selecting new territory, and that's no fun. So there's that. Then I was talking about the differences between the barracks and the light factory, and I thought it'd be nice to just show you how that all ends up. So the basic barracks costs 300 and the vehicle factory costs 400. And a trike costs 150. Now we're going to upgrade the barracks, and then we're going to compare our fresh trike with our fresh infantrymen and see which is more powerful and what do they cost. So a basic trike costs 150, a barracks costs, a soldier costs 60. So effectively, three of these should definitely win. Right?
Yes, sir.
So now we're going to do some forced attacking.
Yes, sir.
And see who wins. This is the first soldier we're using. I'm going to build another one already because I already know that this isn't going to work out. So a single soldier versus a single trike leaves the trike virtually undamaged.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, again, this was about whether or not it was a good deal to buy the barracks. Because their units are cheap. I mean, even the full squad only costs 100. But is this a good deal? We'll see. And this is the second soldier,
yes,
and it's not going to win either. So we're going to build another one. Let's see. Yes, there we are. This is the third soldier.
Yes, sir.
So now we're spending more, and the trike isn't even halfway damaged yet. Right? So just using single soldiers isn't going to work. And what about if we use the squad? Well, this is the squad that has 3 units in it. It's a better deal. Right? 100 versus 2. Oh, one of my trikes is actually a bit damaged here.
Yes, sir.
Oh well. So here's our squad of soldiers, and again we're going to do an auto attack on the well, 3/4 okay. So you attack each other, and let's see who wins that match. Normally you wouldn't do this, of course, but you can in Dune II attack your own units, no problem. So again, we're spending 100 on the 3 soldiers versus 150 on the trike. We're going to build another squad.
Enemy unit approaching.
In fact, I'm going to build another squad again.
Acknowledged.
You can get a bit closer, because this is not going well. Yeah. So, you attack them, you attack them. So at this point we have used 280 credits versus 150 credit vehicle, and yeah, well, the trike is finally beginning to get into a little bit of problems, but I actually think it's going to beat this one out as well. So, and
units destroyed.
There you go. Come on, you can do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a win. Now,
yes, sir.
It will probably lose out here, but by then we have spent the better part of 400 credits on destroying a single 150 cost vehicle. So I'm not entirely sure why you build infantry. Again, troopers, different.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
By the way, I built this because I wanted a little bit of shoring up of the defense because I've been doing very little. So you can see here that even still the trike won. And we build 3 full ones of these. That's 180. 3 of these. It's 300. It's 480 credits. And we're still losing out. So the trike is more powerful than the soldiers. Works the same with the quad, which is even better against the soldiers. I'm sure there's a use case for them, but the basic soldiers don't seem to be so powerful. Which brings me back to the point I made last time. I find it very odd that the barracks is something you only get after upgrading to a building, special building. So I built my wind trap and my refinery,
Enemy unit destroyed.
and I can immediately build myself the light vehicle factory for 400. Then, if I want the vastly inferior barracks units, for that I also need to build
Destroyed.
the outpost, which is another 400 if I'm right. Yeah. Then the barracks, so I'm 400 plus. Then the barracks need an upgrade, which is another 100. So I need to spend 500 additional credits to get units which are objectively worse. So that's why I don't really get that. Now I'm going to continue playing this mission, and assuming nothing strange happens, the next thing you'll see from me is the
Enemy unit
the
approaching.
victory screen
Acknowledged.
and the selection of the next mission.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Yeah, so I'm a Dune trooper now, which means I harvested more spice, etc. I think you just get a higher rank regardless of how much your score is. We're still gonna be called Thing until I think of a better name. And let's see what's next. Okay, so we have a fight with the Harkonnen on our hands, and I'm going to be attacking this. Strategically, it would make more sense. So, some selected offensive maneuvers. Don't worry, we'll be in full-fledged war soon, Cyril. With me at the helm, you can count on it. Harkonnen are being extremely troublesome. Remove their presence from the area. Right, murder them all. Got it. Let's go. Now, there was one more thing I wanted to show you that I didn't so far, so here we go. This is the Mentat screen. It's basically like the old Civilopedia, etc., but then for this. You can replay your orders, you can ask for advice, and they tell me, get a light vehicle factory, which I was planning to do anyway. You can have some background on the different houses, which, funnily enough, is from the perspective of the house you're playing. I always like that little bit. So it tells you very different things depending on which you are, or which house you are. So they're very positive about themselves, all of them, and they're much more negative about the others, which is fun to see. Don't want unnecessarily violence. And have a defensive alliance with the native Fremen of Dune. Well, well. Wonder if that'll ever be useful. Anything else? No. Now, we can ask everything. Most of these things, apart from the flavor text, is in the books as well. But it can be very useful to just ask, okay, so what kind of power does it need? What can I do this for? What can I build it for? And you can usually also see what you can build in the different missions here. So here we can also see infantry power, etc. So it's a useful little bit. So enough about that. We're gonna go move straight on to our first actual mission. The first two were a bit more tutorial, but now we're knee-deep in there. And what do you know? Shai Hulud roams Dune. This means we are gonna have to be a lot more careful, because anything that's heavy and moves can get eaten by Shia loot, including the enemy, luckily enough. And no, you can't really do much about it. You can shoot it and eventually it'll go away, but supposedly you can't really kill it. There is our worm over there. Let's get them off the sand.
Yes, sir.
We are located mostly below, in the south.
Yes, sir.
I almost forgot
Yes, sir.
what directions I was going to be using. Yeah, and it's been a very long time since I played this, so I've got no idea where any of the stuff that we want is. Where the spice is, no idea. So I'm going to have to scout, which is always nice.
Construction complete.
I'm going to guess, considering the layout of the map and where we are placing it, that there is probably some spice below us. But we'll find out.
Complete. Construction.
That sandworm can be a right nuisance, by the way. So don't underestimate him. I think that we're gonna go straight into two. Yeah, we're gonna go straight into 2 refineries because you want to harvest at a fair pace. Go. Just a few more levels, then we'll get the best upgrade in the entire game, the bigger concrete slab. It's really quite useful.
Yes,
meanwhile, you go look over there. I want. Oh no! I do that again and again and again. It's quite difficult not to scroll because you scroll here. I'm used to scrolling here, but that's not what happens. Let's see. Yeah, we were going to go into double refinery immediately. Have you found some spice? No, you have found a sandworm, which is not really the best of news, and it's following you around, which is even worse. Get the hell out of there. This is the beginning of the level. We don't really have the money, really, to throw away our trikes. Now, yeah, I know there's worm sign all over the place.
Construction complete.
We've got our 2 refineries, which is good, but I don't know where the spice is yet. So you go. Oh wait, one of my harvesters found spice on its own. Good. Why don't you go check over there? Next thing I'm going to be building, by the way, is probably the radar.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Again, let's at least build some concrete tiles.
Construction complete.
There.
Construction complete.
I might actually opt to get the light vehicle factory in first.
Construction.
Might be a better idea. And you can also see that this is clearly not the tutorial mission anymore, because this is a much bigger map. Where is my trike going? Oh, there it is. It's a much bigger map. I think they're gonna get bigger still than this, but the size, well, they will actually, but the size increase is pretty big. The last was a few screens. This is much bigger. I always like that they leave the little tracks behind here.
Yes, sir.
Now you move
Acknowledge.
there so that we can see if there's any more easy to find spice. And you, yeah, we can't really risk it. We better start with this. There's a bit of spice here. That's useful because that saves me trying to find it immediately. This trike here is going to be my main scout. He's going to try and find the enemy base. He's going to try and find the spice pockets, etc. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, sir.
Come here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a something here.
Yes, sir.
Is there? No. Well, a tiny bit of spice.
Acknowledge.
You've also got these spice
Acknowledge.
blooms. You gotta be careful of them. If you drive over them with a small unit,
Acknowledge.
you just blow up.
Acknowledge.
Bigger units can usually take it.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
So you go
Acknowledge.
here, and then please go
Acknowledge.
here. There's at least two worms here, by the way. That's nothing.
Construction complete.
Right, you built me more concrete. We want to have
Construction complete.
the basics of our economy online quickly.
Construction.
Even though this is an early mission, I prefer to be, well, ready earlier.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, how much power do we still have? Oh, we need a new wind trap immediately. Build this,
Yes,
and
sir.
you... Will you please
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
harvest? You
Acknowledged.
too, because I
Construction
need...
complete.
What are you doing going into the place where the sandworm is? It's not what I want you to do. What did you eat? It ate my trike, didn't it? Yes, that roar sound was my trike getting eaten. Well, luckily I've just in time built me my light vehicle factory, which I'm going to immediately upgrade so I can also build the more expensive but much stronger quads. However, we'll start by building a trike, because the trikes are pretty good for scouting, which is what I should be doing.
Complete.
Ah yes, you do have to touch the rest of your base. Almost forgot about that, but...
Construction complete. Enemy unit approaching.
an airdrop!
Yes, sir.
Well, well, well.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
You go over here. Yeah. You're gonna have to do that. It's only 2 troopers.
Enemy unit
You get that at the start of the later missions more and more frequently. These troopers are much stronger than the regular infantry, but they're still not the best. However, I kind of understand their point. Basic infantry seems to be more flavor than anything else to me. I probably will build a barracks too, and I might even build some infantry units because they're cheap.
Construction complete.
And build me another track. Look at the map. And we can now also see the sandworms.
Construction complete.
That's the advantage of that very light pixel blob thing moving around. You can't see them on the sand though very easily. Now you,
Yes, sir.
would you please go and
Acknowledged.
move here? Hello? Move
Acknowledged.
here. Move
Acknowledged.
here.
Acknowledged.
Jeez. You're not listening. You're not up for listening,
sir.
are you? Come on, go. Can't
Yes, sir.
multi-select, can't, and it forgets a lot of stuff. Just go. Really, I need more spice.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Because we're gonna be running out of that tiny spice patch we've got over there real soon.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
We're scouting a
Acknowledged.
bit. Are you two... Wait, you move up to the
Acknowledged.
rock, then I can safely
Yes, sir.
redeploy my harvesters. You can go
Acknowledged.
over
Yes,
there,
sir.
and you can go
Acknowledged.
there. Yes, see, I could see the worm sign, so that's good.
Yes, sir.
As long as he stays over there, I'm not too
Acknowledged.
fussed. Yes? I better
Acknowledged.
go slightly differently
Acknowledged.
because we don't want to get eaten by the nice worm.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Go
Acknowledged.
away. It's an interesting
Yes, sir.
effect, that worm.
Acknowledged.
Go
Acknowledged.
here. And now that you're free from that,
Acknowledged.
go over here. Yes, you understand how to get there. There's sometimes a bit fiddly about the whole how to get somewhere thing, but basically they're fine. By the way, if I have to guess, I'm going to say that their enemy base is going to be over here, but this is something I've got in my memory. Not sure if it's accurate, but it seems to be what I recall. And while we're at it, let's build a few quads as well. A few quads is not a bad idea. In fact, we're going to be building a whole bunch of quads.
Yes, sir.
You move
Acknowledged.
here.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Here,
complete.
more quads,
Yes,
please.
sir. Acknowledged.
Because I want to do an initial strike fairly
Yes, sir.
quickly.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Let's see if there's something over here. Because I also want to do something else today than just building up the base, you see.
Acknowledged.
It's usually what you do in an RTS like this. The old RTSs have a lot of early stuff before I attack anyway. Nothing much here. I'm exploring because of those spice blooms. There, you can get whole new spice fields that way.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Doesn't appear to be much spice here. It's not useful at all. Build me some more of these. Heavy attack quads. You see, it instantly got its own little bit of damage. So these buildings can get damaged over time just by being here because, well, it's June.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you go and harvest over
Construction
Acknowledged.
here? Where is my trike?
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes,
What are you
sir.
doing on the sand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
You're over
Yes,
here.
sir.
Right.
Acknowledged.
Here and hopefully find me a spice field because we're not going to make it with just 2,000 more spice. Not that I can store that much more. You see, but that's not really the point.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
We're getting a nice amount
Acknowledged.
here.
Yes,
You
sir.
can go over
Acknowledged.
here. You
Yes,
can
sir.
go over
Acknowledged.
here. We need more
Yes, sir.
spice harvesters.
Construction
No,
complete.
not harvesters. Spice to harvest, even. Don't seem to see much now. Go
Acknowledged.
here. And then over there. Aye, we found a spice field. Is it a
Acknowledged.
good one?
Acknowledged.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Acknowledged.
This is one of those places that is a bit low
Acknowledged.
on spice.
Enemy
Acknowledged.
unit approaching.
Ah, they've begun their
Acknowledged.
attack. Let's see, what are you using? Nothing special.
Units destroyed.
This is an airdrop again? Base is under attack, I know. Just keep building. Let's see, my quad's safe.
Construction complete.
Trike even. Trike safe.
Construction complete.
Where is my harvester?
Yes, sir.
You go and harvest
Acknowledged.
here.
Yes, sir.
You move
Acknowledged.
all the way over there.
Yes, sir.
You also go harvest, well,
Acknowledged.
here. And we'll
Yes, sir.
send,
Acknowledged.
just to be sure,
Yes, sir.
a couple of our...
Acknowledged.
Cancel. A
Yes,
couple
sir.
of our quads that way as well, because
Acknowledged.
I really rather would that my harvester is safe. Oh, there's much more spice there, which is excellent news.
Construction complete.
3 quads will give us some defense. Wait, what?
Yes, sir.
You just dropped me
Acknowledged.
extra units
Yes,
for
sir.
free. Oh, that's nice.
Acknowledged.
Would have been even nicer had you. Oh, there's lots of spice out here. That's excellent. I was a bit worried with the first bit I found. It was so little. What are you? You're a
Yes,
quad.
sir.
Get out of
Acknowledged.
there. There's a sandworm. Really? Yeah, 3 quads will do. So you get to be
Acknowledged.
over here. And you are
Yes,
going to
sir.
hopefully find the Harkonnen base, because then we can make our first attack move. Of our first attack wave. Unable to create more. We have so many units in play that the game has decided you've got enough. Alright, if you say so. Well, that
Yes,
makes
sir.
it even more important for us to find
Acknowledged.
the enemy. So let's go and find the enemy. Why are they in the middle? I honestly don't know.
Unit approaching.
Enemy unit approaching. From where? Are you coming from over there, are you? Yes, you are. And I still haven't found the enemy base. That's no good. Interesting route you're taking. There's a trike. You go move here.
Yes, sir.
No. I think in the later levels missions actually, it's not really levels, is it? In the later missions you do get slightly higher unit caps, but it's fairly low, all things considered. Have I found it? I'm not sure. Well, I think I found something that's close to it. There's lots of units here, so I found something. Wait, could you please move here? Just to make sure that that's not their base. No, that's not their base. Alright. Let's move over there. Why are you not shooting back? Come on! Shoot it! Repair it as well.
Yes, sir.
What was it? Oh, my
Enemy
trike
unit
was
destroyed.
eaten.
Construction complete.
That's not what I wanted to see.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Anyway, you
Yes,
can
sir.
go harvest a bit closer by. Go
Acknowledged.
here. So there's something in this area. We're not quite sure. I'm beginning to think it's over there then.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I hate these. No attack. Not harvest. Yes. So, get another one. We've got another one
Yes,
of
sir.
these. You go look over
Acknowledged.
there. They've got to be around here
Construction
somewhere.
complete.
Yes, sir.
You go harvest
Acknowledged.
over there.
Enemy unit approaching.
Enemy unit approaching. Something was killed. I want a spice harvester. Silo harvester.
Yes,
More of them. Really. Always take aim at your construction yard first and foremost, and only start targeting other buildings if they can't get access at it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is beginning a bit of an issue.
Enemy unit
So-
destroyed.
Where's that scout? I said, are you telling me you were also eaten? Seriously?
Unit destroyed.
Go and find me stuff and build more units.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit destroyed.
No,
Acknowledged.
that
Yes,
was the
sir.
wrong button.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
I wanted you to
Acknowledged.
move. Build it. Wait. This is like...
Construction.
I've sent a
complete.
whole bunch of trikes in that direction. I still haven't found anything. Go and do something. Seriously.
Yes, sir.
I'll follow it on the map this time. So you're going there.
Construction complete.
And there.
Construction complete.
Why are you using carryalls? I mean, I don't mind the carryalls, except that they always
Yes,
move
sir.
your units to such odd positions.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Now you,
Yes, sir.
where is their base? Seriously, I want to know it.
Enemy unit
Has to
approaching.
be up here somewhere.
Acknowledged.
We found their harvester. That's good news. Now where is their base? Ah, we found it. Right, let's do as much scouting as we can. Move! That's their construction yard. They've got the trooper thing. Right. This is excellent news. We need to destroy that first, obviously. Let's see what we got here. Yes, keep building them.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Unable to create more. Thank you very much. Now you.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Okay, this is getting a little bit harder. I'm not sure if it does an attack move. We're gonna find out what happens if I say, well, no, I don't think that'll work. We're gonna take a little strike team here of some of these quads. So you.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Acknowledged.
Here.
Yes, sir.
You move.
Acknowledged.
Here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Construct.
Acknowledged.
So what's the shooting stuff? Oh, we've got two quads shooting
sir.
each other. Right.
Yes, sir.
Place all these.
Yes, sir.
You go harvest. No, over
Acknowledged.
here.
Yes,
And
sir.
you go harvest over
Acknowledged.
here. With 5 quads, I think, that I'm sending over.
Yes, sir.
Enemy unit
Send
destroyed.
another quad over there.
Acknowledged.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Yes,
You
sir.
get to be moved. You get to be
Acknowledged.
moved back.
Yes, sir.
You get to be
Acknowledged.
moved back.
Yes,
You
sir.
get to be moved
Acknowledged.
back.
Yes, sir.
Move
Acknowledged.
forward a bit.
Yes, sir.
Enemy unit approaching.
You can join the attack force.
Yes, sir.
You can
Acknowledged.
go here. So we got our defense fairly well organized by now. I still can't create more. We can
Yes,
use
sir.
these as well because my
Acknowledged.
harvesters are now
Yes, sir.
somewhere else.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Probably shouldn't, but hey.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, and then it will all be fine. Yeah, and we'll use this little group here as our initial attack squad.
Acknowledged.
And we'll see how far we get
Yes,
with
sir.
that.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Personally, I think that's... you're still in range, right? Yes, you're in range. Good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Enemy
8,
units
9
destroyed.
quads. And now we start with Operation Boom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Yes, sir.
Go.
Yes, sir.
And you. Just go.
Yes, sir.
And you. Just go.
Yes, sir.
Not so sure this is such a good idea, but we'll give some counter fire against the units there as well. Should keep them busy for a bit. And let's see, there's one more here. You can go attack this thing. They're repairing the bloody thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's clear some of this out. And so you also attack. You
Yes, sir.
controls are still a bit.
Enemy
I'm doing this in the
unit
wrong
destroyed.
order.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Enemy unit destroyed.
I think we're getting there.
Unit destroyed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit destroyed. Enemy unit destroyed.
Yes, their construction yard is going down, and if we get that, we basically won the game. well, level anyway. Yes, there we go. And now it's a question of mopping up. Later levels they might be able to do something about it, but right now we got them exactly where we want them. You three. No, don't do that. I want you to attack. You to attack. Oh, we're close now. This is the trooper training building. We lost a few units, so I'm going to build a few more. Not that we really need them by now, but it's always good to keep that up. What are you doing there? Oh, there's a quad I forgot about. That's good. You can help join in. Oh, why are you not attacking? Attack it! Oh yeah, we've basically won at this point. It's always nice to keep up as many units, to keep as many units as you can up. Come on. Go away with the carrier. You can just put it over there. What? Something is actually... luckily... No, we don't want that. Alright, back to the action. The important bits. Right, you go make sure that they don't know what's going on. And we'll go and destroy. Actually, 3 for 1 is probably better. So that's another building down. Let's move for a little bit of vision here. And let's get rid of the spice refinery next. You... Oh, slightly more of them here than I had hoped for, to be honest. You help with that. You move over here. You also move over here. Move over here. That'll help. I need to build a few more units. Special here? Well, we do need something special. You need to... You're not very good at shooting at threats. Here. I do like the little explosion remnants that you get. You can harvest over there. You can also harvest over there. There's so much spice here. Just attack this. You. Still blue stuff over here, isn't there? Yeah, well, you can just do that. There'll be more stuff for us. You. In case we need some more, we'll just move some stuff up north. Keep building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Move forward a teensy bit.
Acknowledged.
Enemy unit destroyed.
That will help us. Back to the action scene over here. How are we doing? That refinery is not getting damaged very quickly. But it is getting damaged, and basically they've not got much left. They can build troopers and that's it. And they are building troopers, by the way, because, well, they can't really build anything else. You two head over here.
Enemy unit destroyed.
This is actually not at all correct. What I should be doing is getting rid of the trooper building first.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Enemy unit destroyed indeed. Because if we can get rid of the war, they can't build any units anymore, which would be very useful.
Yes, sir.
No, don't do that. There is another one of those.
Unit destroyed. Construction.
Destroyed, immediately destroyed. It's fine. You two, get rid of that. Ah, that's excellent news. They can no longer build anything now.
Enemy unit
That means that we won. It's a slightly longer episode than last time, but we've won, and that's what counts.
unit destroyed.
Now, let's get rid of their ability to suck spice out of the ground, because that's something we really don't want to have.
Destroyed.
Yes, sir.
Really.
Acknowledged.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Yes, sir.
This is taking forever. You go attack here as well. And you're not doing anything. You say you're doing stuff, but you're not. Really?
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
There you go.
Enemy unit destroyed.
No, just go over here. I want you to attack the refinery.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're repairing it like mad. Now,
Yes,
why
sir.
are you not attacking it? Come on.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
What are you doing? Attack the refinery. Finally.
Yes, sir.
No, one of them is clearly attacking one of my own units. I gave a wrong order somewhere. Or is there still... No. I don't understand even a little bit of what's going on over there, but luckily the next few missions will introduce more powerful units, which means it will take less than an absolute age to destroy buildings. And send in some more quads.
Construction.
But at least we are in control now.
Yes,
So
sir.
you are also here, so you can go over here.
Acknowledged.
You move here
Acknowledged.
and attack. Oh, auto repair
Yes, sir.
stuff.
Enemy unit approaching.
Enemy unit approaching. How many more enemy units are there?
Acknowledged.
Where? I can't see anything on the map, to be honest. Oh, they're over there. Oh, that's just a refinery. Yes! We got rid of everything that they have that has any ability to be any threat whatsoever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As in, they can't even make money anymore now. Seriously, you're using all your spies to try and... Alright. Be that way. Just one more building. I'm not sure if you actually have to
Yes, sir.
destroy all the units as well. We'll find out. And it's still repairing. You gotta give credit where credit's due. They're hanging on for dear life. But it's not dear enough. Oh. Yeah, and... Yes, we destroyed their last building. And we've successfully completed this third mission. Was there any doubt? Well, there was some with me. It was a long time ago, although I thought this one would be easy enough. More difficult missions await us in the future. Let's see if Cyril is as pleased as I am. Hurrah! Although he preferred defense, I clicked straight past that really rapidly. I'll give that text back to you in post-production with a bit of editing. But for now, we won, which means we get to select a new... Ooh, I'm now a squad leader. That's good. That's good. Apparently this took me 30 minutes, although the timer on my recording says it took me 45 minutes. That's interesting. So, I'm not going to forget to show you the selection of a new conquest next. So you can see we're making good progress here. So, what are we going to do next, you think? Well, more Harkonnen bashing. I think we'll go for this one. Demonstration forces us another offensive campaign. How terrible. I thought we were going to be defensive here, but look, we've got tanks, which is good. That changes everything. They have continued to attack our peaceful harvesters and must be removed from the area. Well, let's do that, although I have this feeling that we missed something, so I'm going to say, please give me the orders again. Ah, no, this is exactly the same. Alright, so this is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and next time we'll see what happens when we start giving me access to tanks. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? See you guys later. Bye-bye.